How's it going, everyone? The Shib1002 here, and the noisy spider. Where is that guy? Never mind those sounds. They're coming from somewhere else, and I took care of the one zombie that was there. Anyway, so welcome. This is another Redstone creation, although I've only done one before. So I was just kind of sitting, and I came up with an idea of another idea that I saw somewhere, but I don't remember where exactly I saw this. And it was a storage room that was underground, and it had a slime block that you would go down, do your stuff, click a button, and then it would launch you up. So I started building that, and then I came up with another idea of doing something a bit more interesting. So as you can see here, you have like a little pyramid shaped and a wooden block. And over here you have a little crack in the ground. Now, usually you would do nothing if you saw this, but if you throw down a block, you will actually go down. And I'm hoping not to trigger this. Okay, this is a bit flimsy. I should have made the ceiling higher. My bad. Oh, by the way, this isn't like a tutorial on how to build this. I have no idea, like, what the steps are. And that's kind of the problem. So, I build it in like an hour, and it's messy, and it's not in the best possible way. And I haven't done redstone in a year, so, yeah. So over here we have a chest, and this is where you get your item back. Just to show you that that is where you get the item back that you just threw in. I'm going to get rid of these. Actually, this would be a lot quicker. And then I'm going to throw in this torch. Oh, that worked. Yeah, that was perfect. I held space. If you don't know, that's a trick. And here's the torch. It goes down a chain of hoppers. So, you have two beds, which actually don't set your spawn point. They just skip the night. A crafting table. Then some furnaces. These double as the blocks, because they can't be moved. If you don't know, if this was the slab, then it would be lifted up by the slime block. Now, the slime block isn't just here. When you click this button, the door on the top opens, and the slime block launches you up, allowing you to exit this house. It's a compact house. So, let's go in, and I will show you what's up with the redstone. So there really isn't a way to, like, enter the redstone compartment. What I just do is I dig down here. So, this design is based on a T flip-flop, which basically controls the whole door thing, the door at the top, the piston door. So here's the T flip-flop itself. It is connected to the tripwire hook, and it is also connected to the button at the other end, which is the button that we clicked. Because if it wasn't connected, then you would keep on banging your head on the top of the ceiling or the little door. So if we click this button, it actually triggers the T flip-flop. We can close it back up. And the signal is the one that is going to the door, the piston door at the top. Now, instead of using repeaters to speed up the process, I used these almost delayless repeaters, invert repeaters. Now, these aren't the best. This isn't the best design, since it actually does have a little delay. I'm going to show you how to build the best design. Basically, oh, that clocked. Why did that clock? Oh, that's a problem. Never mind that. I'll show you that later, because there's a little problem you have to fix with that one, because it clocks, and it's the old school clock, if you don't know this. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to power all sorts of things right now. See, and then the torch burns out, which it didn't. But what did that do? Did that do anything bad? No, it did not, actually. Okay, anyway, so here is the detection system, and I'm about to show you something. When you send an item through a hopper, it goes in so fast that a comparator doesn't actually have enough time to detect it. No matter, even if you have even if you longer the delay, using a repeater. Why is that powered? Oh, dumb. How about we put another hopper under. So, I'm gonna look quickly, see that didn't trigger. And trust me, keep my word for it, even though that was kind of bad, it doesn't trigger. So what I did is I locked the hopper under it with a delay. So as you can see here, it is locked right now, but when an item passes through, which I can show, that was bad, because now it is stuck in the hopper below. When an item passes through, it unlocks this hopper for a certain amount of time, and that gives enough time for the item to pass into the next hopper, which then goes into that chest we saw earlier. If this wasn't here, this would be instantaneous. The item that would get stuck in this hopper, and it would not be able to pass to the next chest. This is done to prevent the second line from ruining, and that is why there's 2 blocks here, and they're just separating the redstone. This one isn't necessary. This one just pretties it up a little. And I'm gonna try to give you a better view of this. This would all be a lot more simpler if there was a repeater here, but I didn't want to use a repeater. This is a safety repeater. Now, this line actually joins here, and this is the button, and this splits, goes down to the piston, the launcher, and then it goes to the T flip-flop. Now, if this wasn't here, the piston would get triggered every single time an item would pass through that hopper. So this is just necessary, and there isn't enough room to build one of these, so that's why I didn't build it here. If we go down, and down here, we see 2 unnecessary blocks, and a delay. Now, I'm gonna show you something, because this is pretty cool. I didn't time this delay, it's just 5, or no, that's not 5, 1, 2, 3, I think it's, I don't know, 11, no, 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. And this just goes to the launcher. Because we need a certain, like, a delay, so that you have enough time, so that the door at the top has enough time to open. And this goes back up here. So perfect. So, the last thing I have to show you, which is kind of cool, let me get back into the room. There's one way to enter the room, and it's not really, like, the best way. This is the most, like, this is the best way to enter the room without having to trigger this. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so the last thing I have to show you is kind of cool. Believe me, by the way, I'm not flying. This actually does give you enough jump. When I click this button and I stand, take my hands off the keyboard, I actually get stuck in this block, and that is kind of cool. Oh, what just happened? That was caught on camera in Minecraft. Basically, you get stuck and you can get out. T flip-flop. How to build a T flip-flop? I was kind of wondering this myself until I found out the name of it. It's actually quite simple. So what you need to do is make a hole in the ground, place a torch, place a block over the torch, place a piston, then place another piston as if you're doing a hopper timer. Except, then this would be your output. Then you put 2 blocks over, bam, bam, like this, and then that is your power. So if you put a button here, that will turn off. Now there's another design which is pistonless, which is tick faster, and it is, I think, it's quiet, and I did not look up how to build that one. But yeah, that's kind of it, guys. So thanks for watching, everyone. Like this video if you liked it. I do not post content like this. I usually just post gaming, but sometimes I do. So why don't you subscribe if you like this? And I'll see you in the next video. And bye.